Welcome back, everyone. My name is Raven, and today we are going to be talking about crystals. Yes, you heard me right. Those magical stones, those magical rocks, whatever you want to call them. If you're a Christian, this video may or may not be for you, but we're going to be talking about crystals. If you hear any background noise, our window is open, and I say our because me and my sister share this room together, if you don't know that. Our window's open because it smells like dirty coochie in here. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but it just smells really bad in here. I turned both of the fans off while I film. But yeah, we live next to a car wash, so that's probably what you'll be hearing, or like there's always people outside. So you'll probably hear that. If you hear anything inside, it'll either just be my sister right here in the bathroom. She's washing her clothes, or my mom and my brother. My brother and his girlfriend just got here. They're picking up their baby. So if y'all hear any of that, that's probably them too. It could be them too. But yes, guys, I'm so excited. I have been preparing for this video for 2 days now, yesterday and today. And I think I got all the information that I want to share with you in this video. So let's learn together. Let's learn about crystals. Okay, guys, let's get into it. I have my notes here, and I found all of this on Google. That's where I got all this from. So, and excuse my illiteracy. Some words I can't say or pronounce, so I might just spell them out. I'll try to pronounce them as best as I can, but I'll also be spelling them out too. But yes, let's get into it. Let me, 1 second. Okay, I was unlocking the door for my sister if she comes back in. Let's get into it, guys. Okay, how our ancestors use crystals. Okay, it says ancient Egyptians, Greeks, and Romans used crystals like lapis lazuli, turquoise, turquoise. That's how you say that word or spell it. And amethyst, and elaborate jewelry, crowns, and clothing to signify wealth status, and divine connection. So I thought that was really interesting. So they literally have them in crowns, and now that I think about it, crowns do have crystals in them. I don't know why, I've never really thought about that, but they do, and that's very interesting. Okay, in the next one, it says healing and medicine. Traditional Chinese medicine uses crystals for healing particularly jade, which was believed to promote longevity and physical and spiritual healing. Excuse me, guys. Holistic practices. It says ancient Indians, Ayurvedic medicine used crystals to balance physical and emotional imbalance. So you know when like your body feels off, or when your mental feels off and stuff, they would use these crystals to get themselves back aligned. And I thought that was really cool, because me as a person who's really unaligned, like my nervous system is just all out of whack. I have a lot of back problems, like my back hurts right now even, like I need a lot of back support. And I know that my chakras are not in balance and stuff, so I thought that was really cool. And I'm gonna do some more on that. If y'all want that video, I'll do that for you. But just personally myself, I'm gonna look more into that, because I know I have a lot of imbalances within my mental and my physical due to like just various reasons. But the next one is cosmetics, which I really thought this was interesting, and as I go further along, I'll let y'all know why. It says Egyptians powdered galena, I think that's how you say that, Galena, galena, and malachite for eyeshadow. So they would like grind it up, you know, in those grinding bowls, and they'd make powder out of it, and they'd use it for eyeshadow, which I thought that was really interesting and stuff. Me, I don't wear makeup myself, but my sister does, you know. And now that I think about it, if there's ever a time she's out of makeup, we could just, you know, grind that up real quick and use some eyeshadow, girl, you know. Okay, the next one is medical treatment. Ancient Romans used crystals in medical treatments. That's all it said. It didn't go into details on that one in Google. So let's go ahead into this next slide. It says spiritual and protective use. Many cultures use crystals for protection. I had this. Give me a second. Mesopotamians. I hope that's how I say it. And guys, my illiteracy, I promise I'm not trying to offend anyone. I'm pronouncing these the best I can, and that's why I'm also spelling them out too, so I don't offend anyone, and if I do apologize. Mesopotamians used agate and lapis lazuli and amethyst amulets against evil spirits, and Navajos Navajo tribe, Navajo. Okay, it came to me. Once I saw tribe, it came to me. Navajo tribe used black onyx for protection. So, you know, like, we used to, like, do a lot of battles back then and stuff and everything. So a lot of the soldiers and warriors, they would use these crystals for protection against not just the enemy, but also evil spirits, you know, that were either attached to the enemies, attached to them, or just evil spirits in general, which I thought that was really interesting and everything. Divination. Mesopotamians engraved symbols into crystals to enhance their magical properties for communication with gods, which I thought that was really interesting too, because like they're oh no, not an ad, because they're using those to communicate with the gods, which I thought that was really cool. And for the Christians that are like, that's evil and stuff, that's your opinion. If you think it's evil, then to you it's evil, but a lot of these cultures use these different crystals for various reasons and stuff, and I kind of agree that they can be evil, but it just depends on what the person's using them for. If they're using them for evil, yes, it has evil intentions behind it, but it's not the crystal itself, it's the person that has those intentions and stuff. So the crystals aren't evil. People can be evil and they can use them for evil purposes, but the crystal itself is not evil. I just want to clarify that and say that that's my preference on it. That's my point of view. There you go. That's what I was looking for. That's my point of view on it. Okay. So I thought that was cool. Spiritual practices. Crystals were used in sacred contexts in Hinduism. They were placed in homes and temples, homes and temples for prosperity and spiritual awakening. And in Buddhism, they were used in prayer beads called malas. I think that's how you say it. M-A-L-A-S. Malas. Okay, moving on. I thought that was really cool too, because like they would have them in their homes and everything for protection and spiritual awakenings and all that good stuff, which is honestly really fascinating and cool. Magic. Ancient Sumerians included crystals and magical formulas, which is also really cool too. Okay, the last one on the slide. Oh, not that one. The last one on the slide is clarity and courage. The Greeks believed amethyst could prevent drunkenness and promote clarity. They associated hematite with courage and strength, wearing it for protection in battle. So I have heard that too while I was doing research, and I was watching a lot of TikToks on it. This one lady, she was talking about how that she was gonna go out and she doesn't really drink. She drinks occasionally and everything, but she put her amethyst on, and she said it was because she didn't want to get too drunk, you know, because bad things happen when people get drunk, especially women, but I'm not going to go too much into that, you know, or you should know. But yeah, so I thought that was cool. So even not just in the ancient times, but even now, people still have that belief that amethyst prevents drunkenness, which I think is really cool. And I kind of want to experiment with that later on in the future. You know, if you want that video, let me know. You know, I'll wear amethyst, I will cleanse it, I'll put my intention into it, and we'll see if it prevents me from getting drunk. Because 4 wine bottles and your girl is out of it. Next slide. So, okay. I'm only going to do these 4 because this video is already at 10 minutes. So this is going to be the last slide, and then I'll make a part 2 to this video. But this slide, it talks about, I wanted to know like different cultures. So I looked up African ancestors used, how African ancestors use crystals. It says, connecting with ancestors and spirits. Crystals were used in ceremonies to connect with the spirit world and ancestors, which is cool because if you know about the spirit world, it's like, if you've ever seen Avatar, The Last Airbender, it pretty much goes into that, you know, because Aang, he's the bridge between the physical and the spiritual world, which I think is really cool and everything. So that's pretty much what they would use it for, or crystals for, to connect with that world, and also to connect with their ancestors. So I really thought that was cool, and I think that is quite amazing, honestly. Okay, healing and purification. They were used in rituals to cleanse and purify the mind, body, and the spirit. You know, because all of those things, when they're all out of whack, you know, you can't function properly. So they would use those to like help you get back in the right headspace and help you with your physical health and your spiritual health too. Protected talismans. I think that's how you say it. Talismans. Specific crystals like African black stone were believed to have protective energies, were carried by warriors to ward off evil spirits. See, even in the African culture, just like the let me see, Mesopotamians, just like them, the African ancestors too, they would wear them during battle, or the warriors would wear them to ward off evil spirits too. So see, many different cultures have like the same point of view on that, where they wear those to protect themselves from evil spirits, which I think is really cool because it's not just one certain group of people, it's like multiple people that believe this and everything, which is really fascinating, honestly, when you really think about it, because a lot of people will say, well, everybody's using it for different purposes, and it's true, they do, but like back in the ancient times, a lot of people would use it for the same reason and stuff. Spiritual guidance. Crystals were seen as tools for enlightenment, helping to facilitate spiritual journeys and access ancestral wisdom, which is really fascinating because I've talked with my ancestors just to get things off of my chest and everything. And when I ask them for a sign, they always give me one, whether it's through a song or an angel number or a video or just, you know, etc. Whatever that sign may be, or me and my sister having a conversation that we haven't had in years, you know, and everything, and her just bringing up that she feels that way too, like that's also a sign, you know, and everything. So to gain that wisdom from the ancestors, that's what they would do. They would use those crystals for. You're good, you can come in, you're good. I only have one more and I'm gonna end it. Burial rituals. This is the one I was telling y'all that is pretty cool. In some ancient cultures, crystals were placed on the deceased to aid them in their journey to the afterlife, which I thought was really fascinating, because they're trying to help them go to a better, like, because like once your consciousness leaves your body, you know, you really don't know where you go, and like nobody knows what happens after death. You know, so like they put them on them to like aid them in that journey to get them to the higher plane, the higher realm, you know, the higher afterlife, if you will, and everything, which I really thought that was cool because it's not just the African ancestors that believed in that. It was also the Mexican ancestors too, which we'll talk about that in part 2, which I'll do that video. I'll probably do that video tomorrow, and this one will be uploaded tonight. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to educate y'all on that and learn with y'all, and y'all learn with everyone about crystals and everything. And like I said, if you're a Christian, this may or may not be for you. I know that Christians have their opinions. My mom's a Christian. She's voiced her opinions very strongly towards how she feels about crystals and everything. But yeah, like, and I'll do that story time in another video because I don't want to get into it. But yeah, guys, like, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, leave a comment on if you want me to research a certain crystal or a certain topic of crystals. Just let me know in the comments below, guys. And also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I know a lot of y'all watch my channel for covers, but unfortunately, I'm going to pause on doing covers for now. Not because I don't love doing it, not because I don't want to do it. It's because YouTube keeps copyrighting my videos, and I don't want them to copyright it so much that my channel gets banned, because we wouldn't want that. So yeah, guys, I'm not going to be doing that for now until further notice, but I love you guys, and with much peace and unconditional love, I will see you guys in the next video. And remember, we only go to the top from here, Raves. I love you guys. Bye. Have a good night.